playing They Bleed Pixels. Today... that may have been a clue. After playing Pizza Time yesterday and talking about, like, different kinds of platformers that I like and why I like them, I mentioned this game, and I haven't played this game in years and years. I got it ages and ages ago. I genuinely don't know when I last played this game. Last time I played this game was when my monitor's native resolution was 720. So this was like 10 years ago at minimum, probably longer. So there we go. Okay. I'm just gonna mess around with some of these because I don't stretch to fit. No, I don't want to stretch to fit. Whatever. Price of purpose, fine. Oh, wow! I just made this way too. Just messing around with the settings. Don't mind me. Full screen. I don't want full screen off. But oh, now this is all the way like this now. Great. That's super great. Why can't I? Okay, so instead of pixel perfect, aspect ratio. There we go. I'm doing this while it's like an incredibly small box. There we go. Shaders full. Okay, there we go. Much nicer. It's like a borderless window situation. Cool. You know what? I haven't played this game in so long, I'm gonna fully delete my save and badges. Because I don't remember a ding-dang thing about it. So there we go. Play. Standard, novice. Standard. I'm used to these. On kicking and stabbing. On Young Lady's Guide to the Fighting Arts with a short digression into the occult usage of save sigils. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I remember some vibes of the game, but how to play the game? No. Stabbing is functional, but won't get you combo points for style. Avoid button mashing. There are more effective ways of killing. Good to know. New technique. Oh, right. You just have to stand still and tap B. Yeah, I remember that. I'm using a PS4 controller, but even when I use a PS4 controller, I'm so used to the prompts I see on screen that I still get confused when I see press X sometimes. Because I'm using a controller different from the prompts on a screen, and then if for whatever reason I, switch it to a different controller or I'm playing on a different console or something, and it says press X, I still will press the bottom button because I'm used to... Sorry, I'll still press the left button because I'm used to pressing, what is on the Xbox controller, the square, a square on PS4, X on Xbox and Microsoft. And even though I'm using a controller that has square there instead, if I see X, I'm still going to press that button. So, I've just totally screwed myself. But the PS4 controller is so much more comfortable in my hands. There we go. Yes. Yes. Kicking up takes time for moves central to combo multipliers. Yes, new technique. Great. Stand still and quickly tap and hold it. Yes. Gotcha. And now I will try. For sure. And building combo is useful for getting the energy you need to make this little safe platform things. Yes. Oh, yeah! There's a dash move. Let me do it, please. Yeah! Yeah! Oh. Yeah. Oh. I have to... Yeah. Speaking of being pixel perfect, there we go. Dashes from this distance... And, distance break to order to go to combo multiplier. Combo multiplier? Ooh, that's good. If a dash is blocked or missed, you'll go dim and lose the ability for a short period. Pause the game at any time to view full instructions. You got it. New technique. Quickly hold down for crouching. That makes sense. Sure, crouch. I did it. I did it. Yep. Duck while running to slide. Sure, is that gonna be this? Oh no, it's gonna be this sigil. Great. And this is, yeah, because it just kind of happens automatically, right? You just have to stand still. Here we go. Cool. Complete the best tutorials. Yay. High combo fill sigil meter. Ships can be created on moving or slippery surfaces. Stand still without. Yes. Cool. Gotcha. Okay, now I'm actually starting the game. Yeah, I had not played this game in a really long time. I don't even remember where I first saw it, or if it was something I saw on a Steam thing ages and ages ago, or if I saw it somewhere else. No idea. But this game is a difficult platformer that, really focuses on that, and it's something that I Haven't played in a really long time, but remember enjoying more than I enjoyed Pizza Time yesterday. I keep saying Pizza Time, it's Pizza Tower. But I'm gonna keep calling it Pizza Time because we all know. Yeah, so you get a weird two-pronged claw. Such a weird look. Anyway. First stream prologue. My visions faded and I saw again only the evil moonlight, the brooding desert, and the spreading tumulus of Paleogean masonry. That was Lovecraft. Good for you, Lovecraft. Can I jump? I can double jump. I'm surprised I didn't put that in the tutorial. And then hold attack to kick this. Bam! And then whoop, 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 whoop. Hold attack. Bonk. 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 I have spent the first week of me doing this streaming everyday thing, playing a different game every day. I do not think I will be able to keep that up. I will at some point run one of the games, or at the very least, feel like playing one of the games I've already played. At some point, probably soon. I actually had to think about, like, what... No! I had to actually, like, think about what game to play, to, like, do something new, because I wanted to, like, now that once I realized I had picked a different game every single day, I wanted to, like, at least fill out the week with exclusively new stuff, or new things every day. Oh yeah, have to press and hold, jump and attack. There we go. Hey. Ow. I die. That's okay, because I have the safe spot right here. Yay! And resuming is easy. Oh man, the kick goes really far. I want to kick you into the pit, but it's not gonna happen. Can you do low attacks? Yes, you can. Good thing I checked. Alright, I keep forgetting that... Can I change that in the controls? I wonder. Custom controls. It's not what I was looking for at all. Well, I guess I can't do the thing I'm looking for. Alright. It is what it is. I was hoping to see if I could, like, change this that it's not... So the controls aren't exactly the same as described, but it's fine. That's a bomb. I'm gonna kick that bomb. Ah. Kick it. Kick it. Go down and kick it. Kick it. Kick it. Kick. 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 Oh, rude. It's fine. I'm good now. Yeah. This is gonna be a slippery surface, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, you see? I remember little bits of this game, even though it's been more than a decade, probably. But, yeah, what I like about this is that, as opposed to, something like Sonic or Pizza Tower, is that something I like about it is platforming's the point, and, you're not rushed. Did it. I got a thingy. There we go. Hold attack. Bam! I'm still slippies. Jumpy. Woo. Yeah, but I remember this game would get me very much in the, to put it lightly, frantic mood of quick failures. So we'll see how well that, comes back to me. How easily that comes back to me. Because I have played a few more games since the last time I did this, and I hope that means I've gotten better at them. Come on. There we go. And then checkpoint. Yay. Oh. Well, all of that extra stuff that I got was wasted. Good to know. Jumpy and double jumpy. Ow, ow. Well, I got a checkpoint nearby. It's fine. Whoop. Back I go. Nope. Jumpy jumps. Jumpy. Ow. Come on, me. Jumpy. That's the same problem I had last time. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's fine. There we go. Jumpy. 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 Come down and jump. No. Jump. Jumpy. Hey. Jumps. I got an Eldritch. I'm assuming that means good. Ha! Gibbous! Like the moon. Check a point. I checked a point. Oh, I want that. I want that, though. Jump. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, there I go. Okay, grab this. Grab it. Oh, nope. Down I go. Oops. Huh? Yeah, this is gonna be a noise-filled stream, as opposed to the other ones where I swear I say words. I'm gonna see if I can get around it. Probably approaching from this side was smarter. Jumpy jump. Oh. Thread the needle. I'm glad my corpses are accumulating down there. That's great. Bonk! And bonk! 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 No, bonk. Jeez. Take a hint when I say bonk. Jump. Jump. There we go. I did it. Slide and jump it. Cool. And jump it. I don't have enough for a checkpoint yet, so... That should be enough for a checkpoint. Yeah. No, stop. Don't kill me before I have a chance to make a checkpoint. That's incredibly rude. There we go. Checkpoint. Whew. Okay, over here. Oh, I remember this, I think. I'll just die. Yep. Okay. Come back. Slide. And then, yes, then here. Look around a little bit. Nothing of interest in any direction. Ah! Kill enemy with a powerful drop attack. I got an achievement. Oops. Oops. Ting tang walla bing bang. No, I don't trust that. Oh, well, I could have. I was allowed to trust that, but that doesn't mean I was gonna. Kick. A kick. A kick. Checkpoint. Yay. A kick. And a kick. Ooh, a thingy. I'm forgetting, is the goal to get all of... Oh, that was close. I'm trying to remember if that's the goal, is to get all those pages, or if that's just bonus stuff. And I'm supposed to just, like, try to get to the end of the level. I do not... Ah! 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 Checkpoint! Yay! Woo! Oh, so yeah, I don't remember if I'm supposed to try to... And all the... Oh. Here we go. And oh, hip up, hippy to hip. Ah, ooh, up. I don't know if I needed to do that, but I did. Okay, checkpoint. Yay. Ha, bonk, stabs, bonk, stabs, and then. I'm gonna keep making the noise. Oh, come on. Still there, let me do it. Alright. Okay. Jump. Jump. Should I have put the checkpoint down before? No, it's fine. I got it here. We're good. Yay. Ah, that's a... Hey, book. Just freeze my... Okay, cool. My game froze for a second. Oh, okay, so I had to get to the tome. Yeah, go to the control. Go to the control. Read, damn it. Go to the wow, go. I'm gonna take a sip of water because apparently my mouth needs to figure out what. Oh, and I've lost the text. New guest art available. Go to extras to unlock and view the artwork. Unlock more artwork by earning blood badges. You got it. High score. I don't have friends who play this game. That is a high score. And what did I get? Probably a lot worse. 35, like nearly 36,000 that I got. 1,228! Oh, it's a good thing I don't care. If I cared, I'd be very upset. I don't even know how, like, it's all calculated. Like, I'm assuming, you know, low time, low lives lost, kill everything, few save points, find all the pages, and super high combo all contribute. Again, I have no interest in like, getting hella good at the game. I just want to play it and have fun and hopefully finish it, because, again, I've owned this game for better part of 2 decades at least. I feel like, you know, at the latest, I got it 10 years ago. At the absolute latest. Burying the book that gave me nightmares and purple hands. I wish I had purple hands. No, I don't. If I had purple hands, that would be a medical problem. Probably related to circulation. Yeah, if I really wanted purple hands, I could just put elastic bands around my wrists real tight, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It seems unhealthy. Okay, stand upright on your legs a while. Stand upright while you can, for soon we lie where he is laid and he is underground. By William Butler Yeats. That's terrifying. Why do you have a spinny? Oh, okay, I understand now. Got it. Should I kick you? Can I? Okay, cool. And I can just attack. Great. Kick. Yep, and then kick. Nope. Kick. No, I want to kick y'all into the saw, but okay, that'll work too. Kick you. Kick you. Kick. You cannot win against my wall of kicks. You see? Told you. No, don't put the save point there. No, don't put the save point there either. Can't put the save point on. Can't put the save point on the spikes. That seems unhealthy. There we go. Up. Oh, that's what that does. Good going, me. Attack, please. Thank you. Actually, can I change the attack button? My brain is using a different button. Is pressing a different button all the time. I can't change it on the controller. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, great. There we go. That's better in my brain. What? What? Why is that jump now? Did I change? What did I do? What did I do? Did I change the wrong? Attack should be this. Jump. No, attack should be this. Jump should be that. Wow. I did bad at the controls. The menu navigation. You know what? There's only 2 of you watching. I won't say it. I won't mention that again if you don't. That was horrid. Bonk. Bonk. That's gonna give me lots of points. Bonk into the saw. And then bonk. Oop. No. Bonk. Ooh, that's gonna be loads of points. There we go. Slide. No. It's fine. Slide. And then try. Why aren't you letting me do it? Why? And press and run. There we go. Jeez, was that so difficult? Apparently. Bunk. No! Don't bunk me. I'm trying to bunk you. And not in that way. What way is that? You tell me. Boom. Nope. 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 Well, that was a yep. Yep. No! No! It's cool. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, that's gonna give me points. That's gonna give me points, I say. Just like the video game. Ow. Okay, I don't have enough for a checkpoint, so I just gotta go for it. Or I can come back. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! There we go. Hip, and then hoop, and then hoop, and then hoop, and hoop, and then hoop. I can go up. Ooh, tricky, 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 tricky. Ah! Tricky, ah! Wait, I almost have enough for another checkpoint, but not quite. I double jumped when I shouldn't have. I double jumped out of fear. Fear of death on spikes, which is exactly what happened to me. It's fine. Like, this kind of, like... it's a very specific mood to get in with these, and these kinds of games are the ones that do it to me, where these are the kinds of reactions that I give. I get very, like, what would it be, like, 2013, 2014 YouTube? Like, earliest days of Let's Players, I mean, not earliest, but, you know, early days of the Let's Playing boom. Fuck off my brain. Like, early 2010s, that's when that was, right? Like, Markiplier really started to explode in, like, I mean, I started watching him when in 2014, I think it was, when he was playing Five Nights at Freddy's! Five Nights at Freddy's. And Game Grumps started in 2012. And those are kind of like, and these are the two that I'm thinking of the most when I'm doing this crap and reacting this way to this game. And it's not something I am doing necessarily on purpose. Like, it's a conscious choice to make the noises I'm making. Yeah! But it is easier for me psychologically to get into a place where these are the noises I make with these kinds of games. Give me what I need for a checkpoint. Thank frick. Crunk! Crunk? Wrong lever, Sasha. We're good. We're good. Bonk. 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 There we go! Oh! Oh. Okay. I can... I'm just gonna dash. That was a... bonk. Into the pit. Dash. And then if I just dash... and then bonk into the saw. Bonk into the saw! Yeah, that's right. Oh, boy. Oh, man. You know, these are the kinds of games I can really play alone easily because I keep making noises. I talk enough for two people. Screw you. And there's a corpse over there. And then, and then, and then, and then, and then, My vocabulary just turns into vowels when I play these kinds of games, man. I own Super Meat Boy, too. I should probably play that at some point for similar reactions from me. Because I know what I'm doing and sounding like is ridiculous. And I also know the sounding is ridiculous. But, you know, like, it's not like these are things that are fully involuntary, but it's also not like I exactly am controlling what's going on here. Check. Do I want a checkpoint here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There we go. Breathing. Breathing is a recommended practice. Hope all y'all out there breathe. And I don't mean that just as a joke, because it is a silly thing to say, but also, like, despite... Oh, I'm lightheaded. Oh, boy. That... Speaking of breathing, I feel like I almost passed out from that. That was rough on my, like, brain pressure. Woo! So breathing, right? It's really important. Oh, and I don't just mean that as a joke, even though it is a very silly thing to say. What I'm specifically talking about is every once in a while, making a point to breathing on purpose. And with purpose. Like, conscious breaths. That's fine, I have a checkpoint here now. Like, it is not done often enough, I have noticed, by a lot of people, myself included, at times. Haha, I killed it. Wow. But yeah, just take a point once in a while to just breathe with purpose. I know people say, like, oh, take a deep breath or whatever. Like, just breathe with purpose, with intention. And that can be enough sometimes. Just to get you through whatever something might be. Page, yes, and put that there. Whew. Yeah, like, taking deep breath is great and all, but if, you know, diagonal saw. But if you're, like, breathing deeply, going, it's not exactly good for you, I would assume. Not a doctor, but I can imagine, because I have, like, that was really silly of me. But what I mean to say is that just, you know, breathing is so important, you know, like, your brain is a muscle, and all muscles require oxygen in order to function. And guess how you get oxygen into your brain? Well, it comes from your blood. Guess how you get oxygen into your blood? You gotta breathe. It's a simple mathematics. If it's a simple mathematics. Oh, these, I remember these from last time I played this game. Oh no. Oh, well, yes. Breathing's great. I'm a big supporter of breathing, a big proponent of the importance of breathing. There was a time where I worked as a coach for the job I worked at. I was like helping new hires with I was helping new hires get good at the job past like the interview stage. And what that job was fundraising for charities, going door to door. And so what that meant is essentially talking to people and, you know, getting your message across, being clear and understood, and also, you know, not sounding like a jerk and helping people understand that you're not there to be a jerk and you don't want them to be jerks to you, etc. And, you know, but also there was memory stuff involved. You know, memorizing, you know, what the charities were that we were there to support and raise money for. Because, you know, it was a professional fundraising company, and so, like, I have done canvassing and fundraising for, like, the United Nations refugee camps, like, basically, like, camps set up by the UN. UNHCR is the group. I've done it for Doctors Without Borders. I've done it for Amnesty International. Heart and Stroke Foundation, I think I did too, but also, like, even if I didn't actually fundraise for them myself, when I was just a fundraiser, when I became a coach, I became very educated on all of the little spiels that we were doing, and thankfully a lot of the skills are transferable. A lot of the, you know, points and things, you know, like to say, people were like, oh, well, you know, I give to a lot of other charities already, and I'm going like, that's great, you know, so glad you supported the charities. This one's really important too, and, you know, we called it concern handling the business. It was a lot of gross salesman behavior, and, you know, you kind of, like, assuage your conscience by telling yourself, well, it's for charity. Which is true, but doesn't mean it's not skeevy salesman tactics. I'm gonna see if that will respawn the bomb. It did not. That's great. I really would like to, oh, well, I don't think I can get that now. Unless if I just have to move away and move back. Will it come back? Ah. Oh, I think it actually is, like, it is gone because I put the checkpoint in after it died. Yeah, well, crap. That's fine. Oh. Dash? Oh wait, no, I'm gonna running a dash. No, I can't dash on the slippies. And then hold. Nope. And then hold. Bah! Aha! And hold. Bah! Nope. Running it. Hold, bah! Yeah. So, the reason why I bring up the fundraising thing, I was one of the, like, biggest notes I would give every single person, because every single person needed this note and could have used this note, and could use this note, and when they did, it worked out for them, was just remember to breathe. Which, like, and I, you know, because I know how, like, often that kind of, like, basic-ass advice is given. So, like, I made a point to say, like, I know how this sounds, but I mean it, like, do it on purpose. Don't just, like, you know, breathe, because everyone breathes. Oh, no! Oh, I was too close to the hazard. Just barely too close to the hazard. Let me do it now. Oh, no, you're gonna be right on the edge. Come on. There we go. Whew. But yes, so, like, you know, if your brain stopped working and you stopped being able to think and you couldn't remember what the words you were supposed to say were, just stop and take a breath. And, like, if people see that that's kind of, like, what you're doing, and you, like, explain it, even if you are at someone's house, at their front door, disturbing their day, at the very least in the situations I was in, more often than not, people would give you the time you need, even if they didn't want to actually talk to you, and they, like, sometimes they, like, really didn't want you talking to them, but nobody wants to seem like an asshole to strangers, at least where I live, or very rarely do they want to do that. It's not as common as, some people might think, it's not as common as some people might believe, or, like, or put forward, or, like, that, you know, there are some people who, you know, who actually believe that humanity is, like, inherently a selfish species, and I'm thinking, like, okay, but we did survive through, like, pack tactics of working together and stuff, because otherwise we would have frozen. And also, you know, anthropologists disagree, and they probably have a better idea as to how we did things back then. Oh my god, Slippies. Ice physics! Except this isn't ice, this is just slippery, pale goo, and I'm not gonna say what you might be thinking. Can I just? I can! Over here, please. Whew. No, you know what? I am gonna call it ice because it's kind of like bluish. So I'm not gonna say that this is cum. Another thing I'm not gonna say, I didn't say it. Sorry, that was a lot more forceful than I needed to be. I apologize if that hurt your ears, because I genuinely don't have, like, a lot of audio monitoring. I'm new to the streaming situation, but yes. So breathing and fundraising job, etc. Where was I going with that? Yeah, breathing on purpose, very valuable. Used a lot, and, like, because I'd be there, you know, I would be standing right next to somebody who would be knocking at a door, and they'd be like, they'd be going through the thing, like, hi, I'm here with this organization, and doing the thing, and, you know, it'd be good to support us because, you know, we do good stuff, and I just, you know, I don't bail them out unless it looks like, you know, it's worth bailing them out. Not to say that, like, I wanted them to fail or it would be a waste of time and effort, but more just that, like, I'd gotten to a point where I was able to, like, kind of read the conversations to a point where I'm like, yeah, this person is actually receptive and stuff. But even if somebody isn't being receptive, that's what I do. And they're, like, actively, you can tell they're just like, ugh. Just at the very sight of you, knowing that, like, the second they see you there, because, you know, we would have, like, these vests and lanyards, and we'd have, like, this iPad on a necklace lanyard thing to sign people up, and they'd be like, okay, like, you know, I mean, I had this time, and you know what? I might actually turn on my webcam so I can replicate this as much as possible, because I can do it because my webcam has like a lens cap on it, and I can use that to, like, represent the door. So I am actually going to do this. So give me a moment. I'm actually going to, like, turn on my webcam very briefly. Let's see here. Video capture device. Add. Webcam. Yes. Cool. So I hope you can see this, because otherwise I'm going to feel silly. But basically, I knocked on this person's door, and this is going to be the action of them over the door. Oh yeah, by the way, I shaved my head a couple days ago. Felt like it. I don't know. But, so imagine this is the door, right? And so what happened was this. I knock on the door, and this happens. Oh no. I still think about that like every couple of days. Oh, webcam's going away, but oh man, like there's only so much you can do about that. And by that I mean you can just go to the next house, knock on their door, and then tell your coworkers about that story because it's freaking funny. But you know, if people were actually like willing to talk and listen, then we were trained on how to like, you know, address any of the usual answers for like why they won't sign up for charity. Which, you know, like, again, kind of scummy behavior, but, you know, assuage your consciousness by going, well, saving lives. And sometimes it was saving lives, sometimes it was just, you know, this is a good. But I think the groups that I work with are pretty exclusively, like, dealing with pretty intense major issues. It wasn't like we were fundraising for, like, I mean, not to discredit certain organizations like this, but, I mean, just because it's the first one that popped in my head, there's, I don't even remember the name of it, but, like, there's a charity that, it was called Child's Play, I think? Been a long time since I've heard about them. I hope that both that they are a good charity and that they are still around if they are a good charity. But the idea was that they would, like, get video games to, like, underprivileged kids or, like, kids in hospitals or something. I'm like, that's great. That's lovely. I was, you know, out there fundraising for things like, hey, we're trying to get people clean food and water and, like, shelter from, you know, various war-torn situations, like addressing, you know, the horrible situations that are going on in Myanmar and South Sudan and a whole bunch of other crap. So, yeah. And, like, the other causes that, you know, I wasn't necessarily fundraising for doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad causes, but I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Sick Kids Hospital is a big deal here. It is like the child hospital, Sick Kids Hospital. They are, it feels like to me, they're never not running a freaking campaign for money. They're never not fundraising. I'm seeing their posters and advertisements all the time. And hey, I've used Sick Kids services. I didn't grow up in Toronto, but I lived close, and I have used their services, and they have done some very good stuff for me and helped a whole lot of people, and I don't think they're bad by any means. But when I was fundraising, I don't know if this is still the case, but when I was fundraising, they were one of the most, if not the most, well-funded hospitals in the entire continent. So, like, when I'm out there with a, you know, like, hey, we're trying to make sure that people have a place to live and clean water, and they're like, yeah, we give to Sick Kids. I was like, that's nice. Sick Kids is great. They have talking trash cans. We need, you know, clean water. You know, nothing against Sick Kids. They're great, but they don't need your support as much as the people I'm here with do today. But yeah, bring this all back around to the breathing thing, and also, people not wanting to seem like assholes to strangers most of the time. Usually, I mean, if somebody's having a bad day, they're less likely to care. But, like, people don't want to seem like bad people. Like, sometimes people are okay with being, you know, rude or brusque with, their interactions with strangers. But, nobody wants to seem like they're, like, morally a bad person, to a stranger. Because, you know, sometimes it depends on whether or not you disagree on whether something is morally good or bad, you know, but, like, if you're there going, hey, we're trying to give people clean water, and they're like, no, screw them, chances are, there's more going on than just, you don't think those people deserve clean water. Okay, I can get a checkpoint, I just need to not do that. Oof. But, you know, part of the job was, like, taking every single, you know, excuse, not really an excuse, but, well, sometimes they were excuses, sometimes they were just, like, you know, valid reasons, but taking each one of those and going, yeah, I get that, but have you thought about it this way? Or just like, hey, here's a little factoid you may not know, or, hey, not asking for a whole lot, just need this. And, you know, part of the job training was learning how to do that. And it's a skill that I still technically have, and I try my best to not use if I don't have to, because, thankfully, I'm not in a situation where I do have to use that often. generally the people I interact with are pretty cool and, like, understanding from the get-go. So I don't necessarily have to address a whole lot of their, like, issues or concerns with any of the things I'm saying, most of the time. But, well, yeah, just gonna give up there. Gosh, that big coughing laugh I had before, that may have messed up my throat just a little bit. It's fine. Just remember to breathe and drink water. I'll take a drink of water the next time I die. Oh, jeez, I hate these freaking jellyfish! Yeah, well, these ones are dead, and I can land somewhere to get a checkpoint nearby. No, no, no. Oh god, oh god. Oh! Oh! Okay. 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 Can't put a checkpoint in anywhere. Whatever I was saying, forget about it and shut up. I just need to figure out where to go now. This is the last checkpoint I put down. Oh no. Can I go up at all? I can't. Oh no, I have to go around. Should I just put the checkpoint next to the other checkpoint? Is the game even gonna let me do that? While I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna keep going. No. If I jump and then jump, is this gonna be bad? Well, it didn't go terribly. Well, there you go. That's fine. Okay. Well, okay, no. Water. Right. I said I would drink water. Good. Water is love. Water is life. I drink little else. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't drink alcohol. I barely drink juice. I have, like, orange juice every now and again. Usually when I get shawarma or gyros or any kind of food on that regard. I often get, like, orange juice, and I usually get orange juice with my pizza a lot, actually. When I get, like, pizza from a fast food place, I get orange juice. I like orange juice. But I don't have a lot of juices. Like, I drink smoothies, and I'll have, like, a milkshake as a treat, and sometimes I like milk tea boba. But average day-to-day drinkage, it's water all day, every day. Well, not quite all day, because, you know, I drown. But... oh, platform! No! No, I will not suffer that. I will not say this. Whew, boy. My vocabulary is turning to vowels again, exclusively. Though it is hard. I mean, only certain consonants can be held. Like that one. What excellent typing. I mean, no. Phonetics are cool. Just like, because I mean, when I went to theater school, in order to like do like we had a. What the hell happened there? Anyway, yeah, in theater school we had a speech class. We also had voice class, vocal music class, and speech class. And the differences between the three. Vocal music seems like the most self-explanatory one. It's singing. Voice class was more about like how to use your voice and breath, and in terms of like a performance, and like how to speak softly, how to speak loudly, and you know, ways to kind of like engage your voice as a performance tool for like, you know, portraying characters or emotions or whatever. And speech, that was a lot more like really dissecting how people talk and how to then replicate or create your own. You know, it was like it would turn into, you know, doing accents and work like that. So it would study accents, and the way that you study accents is You learn phonetics, more or less, like learning the difference between like saying the ch sound versus the t sound, because, you know, some people will say Tuesday and some people will say Tuesday, and, you know, because, like, yes, there are accents and there are certain traits that are, like, familiar and common among certain accents, but every single person is going to speak a little differently because we're all different people. Jesus. And so then you start going into, like, wow, there isn't, like, really such a thing as a whole-ass accent, because everyone's going to talk a little different. At least not when they can be, like, nailed down as, like, everything is definitely this. Why is my computer running slowly with this game? It is less than a gigabyte big. What is happening? It's fine. But I say this because learn phonetics, because the phonetic alphabet is not about, it's more specific when it comes to, like, you know, the symbols being, you know, letters meaning specific sounds. It's like, because, you know, think about in English, we have the letter A. Well, I say in English, we have in this alphabet that we use, because a lot of different, like, languages use it. But in the this is not the Roman alphabet, is it? Might be. Anyway, in our current alphabet, if you speak English, you know this alphabet. The alphabet associated with English and other languages. Forget the name of it. You have, you know, just for a quick example, the letter A. Go, cool. That's the letter A, but depending on a whole bunch of factors, and sometimes not even factors, sometimes just arbitrary weird crap. No. Oh. No. The jellyfish are dead. Getting up there is gonna be fine. I can get up there okay. Now that the jellyfish are not a problem, it's gonna be fine. I will continue my point after I do that. Christ on a bike. Breathing on purpose. Take a sigh. Whew. Okay, so the alphabet associated with English, this alphabet, you know, like the thing that says pints up there, because it's not points, it's pints, because blood. The letter A, that has specific sounds attached to it, but sounds plural, because there's like ah, and there's also a, and there's and there's like ah, and those are all different symbols, or at the very least, they are symbols that are, like, treated differently. Like, they have little, like, symbols attached to them to, like, represent that there's something happening to that symbol to make it a little different. What the crap? I don't remember you guys at all. Kick. There we go. Ah! More! Ah! But, with phonetic alphabet, what I learned was the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. Frick off! I can do that too. Leave me alone. Is it every time I break one of these, more show up? Or is it just timed? What is happening? Well, just keep trying. Oh, I tried to jump over the door. Okay, but, yeah, so the IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. Yay, I did the thing. Every single noise that is, you know, that exists in language is represented by its own symbol, or, like, things that are, like, really, really similar have, like, the same symbol, but then with little, like, diacritics are called, like, little attachments, like, you have, like, an umlaut over the symbol for ah. But, you know, like, there's a separate, you know, effective letter out between and ah. Like, those are two different letters in the International Phonetic Alphabet. And so when you're, and so when you're, dissecting, you know, how one sounds, how anyone sounds, how any singular person sounds, how an accent works, knowing, like, how to identify the differences in those sounds, and then also knowing, like, how to recreate them, is really cool. It is very helpful. And I did it, and I was fascinated by the whole process. I think it's Wired has those videos of a dialect coach named Eric Singer, who, like, He has a bunch of videos. One where he breaks down a bunch of different accents from across different regions and across the world. And he also has one where he's talking about like people who are impersonating real people. Also talks about instead of just actors, he also goes through just like dissecting different regional dialects of the United States. And I think also, does he have a separate video for the ones of the UK and stuff? I don't remember. But point being, really fascinating stuff to me. Yeah. I don't actually have enough. I'm about to though. Well, I also died instead. My headphones are apparently low battery, so you know, if my headphones die, I'll end the stream there. Ow! Wow, these little gremlins. There's stuff up there. I can't really do anything about that. Wow. Okay. There we go. Portal, sigil, whatever. Yeah, Eric Singer acquired, I believe, videos about accents and dialects and stuff. It's really cool. And so, like, start to identify the differences between an American and a Canadian accent. Which, guess what? Americans are more likely to pick up on because they don't see Canadian media the same to the same degree that we see American media. And so, like, as Canadians, we're exposed to Americans talking a lot more than Americans are exposed to Canadians talking on average. Because, like, you know, if we're watching TV, we're usually watching American TV. We're watching movies, we're usually watching American movies. But also, we're not as used to picking up on the Canadian accent because it's also what we hear in our day-to-day. So, like, we're both used to hearing it more, and, like, we're used to hearing the Canadian accent more, and we're also, and also Americans are used to hearing it less, but more than just because, like, it's a different dialectic accent thing in a different region. It's because, like, we're exposed to the American accent more just by virtue of the fact that that's where, you know, the entertainment industry comes from most of the time, for us. Ugh, oh boy. Can I get this last little point? And then, whew! And so Americans are gonna pick up on Canadian accents way faster than we're gonna pick up on theirs because, like, we hear both all the time and they only hear one all the time, more or less. And so when they hear the slight differences that do exist, they're gonna pick up on them a lot faster than we are because we don't hear the difference nearly as often. But when there are very distinct and very, like, prominent Canadian accents, like, if anyone has watched Letterkenny, which is phenomenal, you should watch it, it's great. But you get those, like, very, very rural Canadian accents. Be like, oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, bud. Oh god, leave me alone. No! Yes, Spopovich. Let me go away! Thank you! Oh! Okay, let me get back up here. I'll keep talking about Letterkenny. There we go. They have some pretty prominent Canadian accents there, but in terms of how I talk, it's not usually that noticeable until I say some specific, like, indicator words. You know, like the classic, you know, about. And a lot of that comes from learning the different, like, general mouth shapes and the kind of, like, where sounds originate from in different people's mouths. And if I were to guess, or if I were a betting person, which I'm not, I would say that probably comes a lot of it from the higher influence of French that Canada has as opposed to the United States, because, you know, a lot of French sounds are very kind of like come out of the very front of the mouth, kind of like almost pursed lips, like kind of bit of a kissy face on the front of the mouth. So that's so we get words like mouth. It's like mouth. So like we're gonna slide into the ooh of it a little bit more than Americans do. But on the other side, you have, you know, American sounds, because there is no such thing as the standard. No matter what certain people might say. Like, I don't have an accent. Yeah, you do. You're a person who speaks, therefore you have an accent. No one says everything exactly how it was meant to be said, because there is no exact way every word is meant to be said. Love it. But so, just using that example of the word mouth. So I will say mouth, 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 or about, oh, oh, oh. So go oh, and you're just like, cool, that's two sounds, oh. First one is an second one is an ooh. And a general kind of American accent, instead of going like kind of that far out of the front of the lips, it's more towards the sides, like out the side and the corners of my of one's mouth. So instead of mouth, it goes mouth. So instead of oh, it goes ow, like ow versus oh. And like if you isolate them and kind of exaggerate them, like I just did there, you can tell the difference a little bit better. Obviously, stop. Leave me alone. Oh jeez. Cease this behavior. And it's kind of funny that, like, a trait of kind of, I mean, also British, but Canadian spelling as well, is that, you know, the word favorite has an OU and color has an OU, with British and Canadian spellings of those words, and Americans don't. And then also, I'm less familiar with the British version aspects of it, but definitely with Canada, we tend to put a little bit more of a U into certain words and sounds than Americans do, on average, which is kind of neat. And also, like, finding, like, certain accents and their similarities, like, that may not be expected. Dang it, I did the same thing. Is pretty interesting. Like, being like, oh, like, this accent, like, shares this, like, feature with this other accent that's from, like, a completely different part of the world, and then if you feel like looking into it, turns out, oh, there might actually be some history connecting the two. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, because, you know, there's only so many sounds that exists in languages, and only so many sounds that humans can make. But, like, I'm trying to think of a really good example. Like, I mean, in certain East Asian languages, I don't know a lot of the like identifying differences between Mandarin and Cantonese, for example, and I don't like saying Chinese because they are different languages. And there is not just a Chinese language as far as I'm aware. I've only heard that there's Mandarin, Cantonese, and a bunch of other ones probably, but those are the big two. But like in both of those languages, I think, maybe just one of them, and I'm just wrong. There is the like sound, I mean, when we use our, like, standardized, you know, North American or English-speaking alphabet, I say standardized, but when we use that, like, that alphabet to make certain sounds that are used in East Asian languages, like Mandarin and Cantonese, that aren't used here, we will use, like, letter Q, X, there's Q, there's X, and ZH for those sounds. Those being, ch, sh, and zh. And those words do exist in our, like, lexical set, as it's called, being, like, the sounds that our accent uses. But they're less common, and they're, like, not given, like, their own sound usually as much. Like, so, just using the last one, the zh, as an example, and I'm putting, like, a little bit of a vowel sound at the end of it, just because otherwise it's kind of hard to, so it's the zh. So, you see that in words like je, but also, like, in terms of English words, it's words like, you know, judge, because it's not just a J, because that's j, and then there's a bit of a D to it. That's a whole thing, and then there's ch and sh, difference between, like, a CH and an SH, which just goes to show you just how redundant the letter C is, in our language. Same thing with the letter X. C and X are the... I am not paying attention to this game nearly enough to play it. I'm gonna finish this ramble, and then I'm gonna end my stream, because my brain is not here. So, yes. Letter C, what is it used for? It's used for the sound k, s, and ch. How many of those have their own letter already? Well, we have k and s, which are k and s. Great. So we also need the ch. Well, how about we make the ch sound what c is, right? So instead of writing cherry like C-H-E-R-R-Y, it would just be C-E-R-R-Y. Because the letter C, because C-H is the only reason to have a C at this point. Why do I keep doing that? And then with the letter X, also, the sounds associated with it are, like, is KS, or like a Z sound, or that J sound, which is sometimes used like a DJ or DG sound, or the ZH sound. And I'm like, hey, why not just do that? Or, because we do have the ZH, but also, like, we have the sh sound, and right now S is both S, and we have SH for sh. But if we just make sh the X noise, then that has its own letter. So my name goes from being Sasha, from S-A-S-H-A, to S-A-X-A, which is also kind of cool, because if you were to, you know, like saxophone, you have saxophone, that would be S-A-C-K-S. Because why would you have an X there when those sounds are, like, when that letter is redundant? Well, the X looks cool, like, sure. Also the name Xavier, or I think it's also just called Xavier. That's spelled with an X. So we have Z in X, but we also have Z in Z, or Z for those who care about the difference, or that there is a difference. And that, you know, is also a thing. My brain's melting. It is too hot. I hate not having air conditioning and not being able to install it in this place, not being able to afford it even if I could. So thank you very much for listening to this, probably my weirdest stream so far. You know, not saying much because it's, you know, my 7th, but still. Yay, good for me. Yeah. So that's it for me. I will be back on again tomorrow at some point. I don't actually have a schedule. I just stream when I feel like I can. Trying to do it every day, but like in terms of time of the day, I'm like, yeah, I can do it for a little bit right now. So I don't actually have a schedule. I'm just gonna do it every day whenever I can, psychologically. And so until next time this happens, I wish y'all the best. I hope that your day gets better no matter how good it's been.